I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Hello again with another video for our mini excavator. Important note, we are new to owning and operating this type of machinery and we don't have a prior mechanical experience. We are all the way in the back of the middle of the property to dig the water trench from the well, and our mini excavator starts leaking. Thank goodness my husband realized. See, there are some drips right there. Right there, there are drips left over, and this is all wet, but we don't know where's that coming from as of now. We gotta figure it out. This is our first time dealing with this issue, so we might not be able to provide the best way to solve this problem, but this is what we have done. We have opened the cabin floor and everything is looking dry. There it is. We still don't know where it's coming from, but we are still looking for an answer. We still don't know where's the leak from. We are giving it another run. Maybe we are getting lucky. All we can say is that the leak is coming from under the cabin and is not on the cabin floor. Also, it is on the left side of the cabin, under the driver's seat. We kind of figured out that is colorless and has no smell. It can be from the hydraulic system or from the final drive that is swinging the cabin around. Now my husband is trying his luck by removing the final drive. First, the two hydraulic hoses must be removed, but keep an eye on which one is first and which one is second, and then proceed with removing the 4 bolts that are holding the final drive. We have used a 7mm Allen wrench. And this is the hydraulic drive. My husband just removed the top bolt of the final drive, and all is left is to take it apart. Watch that O-ring coming down from underneath. That should have never happened.
Now it's back in position.
It was loose, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that was the problem?
It's too small. So we ran in a trouble with the mini excavator, was leaking hydraulic oil under. So yesterday, instead to work with the machine, I dig for maybe 20 minutes and then I have to stop it. Luckily, I catch on the beginning the leakage of the hydraulic oil, and I don't know exactly how to fix anything basically on the excavator. So what I did, I start opening all the panels around to figure out from where it's leaking the a hydraulic oil. I didn't even know that it's a hydraulic oil. I have no clue. So I figured out it's from this component. It's the one that is turning the the cabin all around. So I open it, and this gasket, a little one, was loose, and even now you can see a bit loose. It's not perfect over there, so it's not damaged. It's still intact, still looking good. And I'm gonna try to put it back and see if it's still having problems, but I will have to figure out from where to buy a new gasket. That way I will not run in the same problem in the future, and of course go and purchase more hydraulic oil, because I lost some and I don't know exactly how much is in a reservoir. That's another downside. The reservoir, you don't know exactly how much is in, so you're gonna have to put whatever you feel like comfortable. And also with this swing hydraulic motor, or whatever they call it, uh, all these bolts, they hold all together. Over here they were loose, they were not actually tight properly, and they did a poor job on doing it. And now you're gonna see me putting all together, hopefully no problem. So this, it was the problem, I think. Now I use a Allen wrench. Don't ask me what number, because I have no clue. I took all the set, and those are the ones that are working. So you're gonna have to put it back. Don't forget to put this back, because this is gonna hold this in place. Have a small hole inside and put pressure, and it's gonna push out. So now it's secure in place. So this is all put together again. Hopefully it will work. So the O-ring was not in place. Could be because of those little bit small screw, they were not tied properly, and has little bit of space to play. I don't know exactly. The idea is was leaking, so I hope now that stopped. If not, I will let you know later on. Okay. Okay, theoretically I put everything back, and I'm gonna give it a couple of turns and see if I have any leakage. If I have, then we need a new ring. If it's more than that, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So wish me good luck. No more leakage. I put the bucket down. I put the blade down, but the bucket, don't put it down to force the cabin up. So just let it stay a little bit, and that way if you need to push a little bit on the bucket to move the all of it, the mechanism, you can do it. If not, you're gonna have a problem. And then you're gonna open this one. You have only two screws, one on one side, the other one on the other side. You open it, and now you're gonna have access to the swing motor hydraulic. I don't know. And I use tape to tape the top one. That way I will never forget when I remove it, and that it's going on the top. Then what I did, you're gonna leave the Allen screws inside, so don't touch those. Just remove those two cables, and it's easy. You need one key here, and it's easy. In case that this one is going out too, you can stop it, or you can take it out, depend. But me, I try to take out without actually damaging the hose. And as soon as you are done removing those, you're gonna lose little bit of hydraulic oil, just little bit, not a lot, couple of drops of hydraulic oil. Then you can start removing those four screws. I remove the bolts with the Allen wrench, and if you don't have exactly a long one, then you can do it slowly. And then the motor went out easily, luckily, and I took it out, and then you can see how I dismantle it, and I discovered that the O-ring was misplaced. I was expect to be destroyed, but was not, was still good to use. And I put it back together, and actually the machine now works, no leakage, no nothing. But I expect in the future that I'm gonna have to open again and lock those little bolts or whatever they are with a solution, and that way will actually hold better, because probably they're gonna get loose again. Anyway, when I removed the little screws, they were loose, and probably that's the cause, or maybe the vibration of the machine make those little bolts go out. I don't know. We're gonna see in the future if I'm gonna have the problem. If I do, then I'm gonna use those solutions on the bolt to stay there. And the machine is gonna teach you how to be a mechanic for sure. So expect more problems in the future, guys. The screws, the Allen screws, they were not screwed properly, and the O-ring will actually went loose. That's why I have all that hydraulic oil spill under. So cost me nothing really. It's just I open. Luckily I have a small Allen wrench, not proper tool, but something that I can use, and I did it. For the future, you're gonna need some type of lock for the screws, because I'm sure in the future they're gonna get loose again, because it's just nothing gonna keep them over there together. So that's something that I'm gonna keep an eye on it. And per total, the machine, it's poorly put together. It's like in hurry, looks like, or they didn't care. And also I fixed something else on a throttle on this side. It's a small nut that you're gonna have to actually tighten it, and that's gonna make this one stay in the same place, not slipping, always going down. Go get more hydraulic oil and put inside, and hopefully I can do today a little bit of what I supposed to do yesterday. The machine hopefully will be working for the next couple of years, but already in 1 month I have 2 problems, so I hope for no more problems in the next couple of months. I cut it early, and happened probably five minutes prior, so I didn't lose a lot of hydraulic oil and no damage to the mechanism. And also, guys, you're gonna have to check those things, because I'm sure most of the machines, they have a problem with swing motor, and keep an eye on it, because that's gonna happen.
At this time, we thought everything was solved, and it was at the moment, but we end up with another leakage in the same place. That means the bolts were rattling and then were coming loose, letting the hydraulic oil to go out.
So this is part two, because I have to take out again the hydraulic motor, because was leaking again. So I open it and I can see that these Allen's bolts, they are loose, so I will have to use Loctite, and that way will stay there. They are temporary Loctite, they are not like forever, because maybe I'm gonna have to open again. So I'm gonna open and remove also the gasket, and I'm gonna replace it with a new one and put all together. But first, let's take out this. Same thing like last time, taking out the bolt. This looks good.
The pin.
Yeah, I don't know if I need it. I'm gonna try not to. Let's take this one out first.
Are those loose too?
Yeah, all of them. That's what I'm talking.
Everything is loose.
This one. Probably, like you said, vibration. Make them loose. That's why we're gonna have to clean it and use Loctite.
How is the gasket?
The gasket is still there.
It's there.
So the screws, I think. But if the screws are getting loose, this is going up. So all this is going on this side.
The blue liquid, it's unpermanent Loctite. To make sure that the mechanism is not getting locked too, my husband is cleaning the extra seepage of Loctite. After everything was back in place, we had to wait 24 hours for Loctite to do its job. After the swing mechanism is back in place, the excavator is good for another run after we refill the hydraulic oil tank. We figured that the thermometer is actually the gauge for the hydraulic fluid tank too. At this moment, the excavator is all good to go, and after some working time, we didn't have any more leakages.
looks like the excavator is fixed. The Loctite did a miracle, and I got this big boulder. Was the worst case scenario, so now I'm ready to dig for the next couple of hours. Okay. Now take a break. I want some water.
As a footnote, we are not professionals, we are just dealing with situations that building a house can throw at us. If you find our video helpful, please leave a comment, and if you want to help our channel, please share and subscribe. It is free and is more to come anyway.